I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to come into the room. Taurus. I don't even think that they let you guys know that I'm on yet, so I'm just going to wait a second. Taurus, we're going to go ahead and start the reading by, this is going to be a spiritual oracle card. That's how we're going to start the reading. We have a lot to talk about today. I haven't done this in a while, so I actually want to just go ahead and do this. You know, get back to work. Get back to work. Work basically is what I'm doing. Get back to work. Hey, everybody. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and start with a spiritual oracle card. Two may come out. It just depends. Two may come out. Then we got some other oracles. Then we got some other, we just got a lot. We got a lot, y'all. We got a lot. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and pull a card from the deck. We're going to see what's going to come out here for Taurus. And let's see. Oh, my hands ashy. Oh, they sure are. I didn't even know. All right. So let's go ahead. Let's pull first card here for Taurus. We're going to read both. I should have said this. We're going to read both sides, okay? First card that's coming out here says trust. Trust. This is what it says. Have faith in the universe. Everything is unfolding in divine timing. Now, you already know when this card comes out. You already know why it's coming out, y'all. You already know why, because there's something that you're starting to feel like you're starting to doubt something. You're starting to feel some kind of way. Yeah, you're talking to God. You're like, really? Is this really happening? Come on, God. You can do better than this. Okay, like, what are we doing here? Okay. And especially if you were one of those people where you have been saying that this card came out specifically for you. God is like, yeah, I'm going to answer you. And what was God's answer? You need to trust that things are unfolding exactly the way that they're supposed to unfold. Now listen, at the bottom of the deck was the admonition. And this is what it says. It says, let go of the need to control the situation and the outcome, baby. That's what it's basically telling you. Let go of that. When it talks about free will, this is exactly what it's saying. It's saying free will. I want you to be on skates. The universe is like, I want you to put your skates on, whether it's roller skates or whether it's ice skates. I want you guys to get in that ring and just fly and just have fun. No expectations. I just want you to do that, because regardless of what you feel, I got you. That's exactly what the universe is telling you. Can you believe that? Because it says surrender to the process and trust that the universe has your back. Are you trusting that? Because remember, you're saying, I know, universe, I listen, God, I know you love me. I know that you love me. I know you say that I'm your child, right? But this ain't it. This ain't it, God. And we're going to go what you're probably saying. This is what the universe really want to tell you, why it's saying what it's saying. We're going to reverse this card. We're going to reverse it. And this is what it says. Doubt is blocking your flow. Oh, yeah, that was easy to see. What are you doubting? Like I said, oh, this is not working for me. Something's not happening. I know you said that you love me. I know you said I'm a child of God. I pray to you every day, but I don't know. This ain't looking too good. This ain't looking too good, God. Okay? This is just what I'm feeling right now. Something is off. I don't feel it, right? And it says, doubt is blocking your flow. Reaffirm to yourself, trust and release. Easier said than done. But see, we got to turn that card back over, and that was the reason why it came out first, because it's something that you don't see, something that you're not believing in anymore. You're starting to lose grip. You're starting to lose faith in something. And we're going to go ahead. We're going to get another card here, because I just gave Virgo 2 by accident, but I'm going to go ahead and give you another one. Let's see what comes out here for you. I'm going to do it right in front of the camera like I did the first one. This is for Taurus. Let's see. Ooh, it almost turned over. Let's see. Both sides. External distractions may be drowning out your inner voice. Tune in. There it is again. Trust yourself. Ooh, why is it saying trusting? Not only trust the universe, trust you. Now, see, I don't like this, because this is letting me know that you're doing something. You're ignoring something. You're intentionally ignoring. It says something outside of you is distracting you from the truth. It's drowning it out. Okay, that's what it's basically saying. It's tuning you out. But it says tune into yourself. Intuition here. And I like the fact that it's talking about intuition because this is really about confusion. Or are you in denial? You may not know what I'm talking about, and that's okay. These cards do not come out for no apparent reason. When you guys enter any, hopefully, I can't speak for anybody else, but definitely here on this channel, I tell you guys that all the time, all about, what was I, when I was on the nursing staff, patient education. So I'm about client education, viewer education. When you guys come here, it is most likely 97% of the time talking about your future. And it is telling you something. Do not fall in the trap because there is something here that you are in denial about and you are not trusting and listening to yourself. Period, point blank. That's what it's saying. Now we're going to go ahead and get a lot more because we got a lot of stuff here that we got to read. But these are going to play a big role in your reading today. I want to slide this to the side here for you, Taurus. Clouding your judgment. What is going on? We're going to have another set of cards here. This is another oracle. And then we're going to get into the tarot. Clouded judgment. Let's see what's coming out here for Taurus. 2 cards, please. There you go. 2 came out. Let me show you. At the bottom of the deck, boundaries. First card coming out, false alarm. Exaggerated panic, unnecessary drama, overreaction to minor events. It says mucho ado about nothing. I don't know what that means. Okay. Worrying about nothing. Getting upset about something. You believe something to be this big old, thing, and it's really not. You are panicking about something though. And again, like I said before, I don't know if this is like, with the alarms, with the false alarm or something like that, if this is, and I also have to pay attention to the actual card because sometimes they're redirecting me in another way. I feel like the alarms is almost to wake you up in a sense, right? Because again, it's something outside of you that's distracting you from your internal guidance, right? It's like your own GPS system. You're being distracted away from that. Okay, that I can tell you. But this one right here is saying you're overreacting. Ooh, I hate to tell you that, but that's what it's basically saying. You're overreacting to something. Now, when we get into the tarot, we'll find out what that means. But that's what it's saying. Now, of course, you may have a reason to react. You may have a reason to react. But again, it says exaggerated. You think you could have handled that a little bit better? Come on, Taurus. You think you could have handled that a little bit better? You know how you go home when you know you did something you shouldn't have done? You know how to be making fun on TikTok? How to be like, my man know I'm crazy. This is how I be looking after I done showed out, right? It's that kind of thing. Because now you go home and you're like, man, I didn't have to do all of that. I didn't have to say all of that. Because this is what they're trying to keep you from doing. But there's something here where it's something that has been drawn out in a way that it didn't have to be. And this is you. This is not anybody else, by the way. This is you. Unnecessary drama. Now, you could be experiencing this. That I can say as well, especially when we get to the unnecessary drama. You could be experiencing this, but do not panic. Don't overreact to somebody else's drama. Okay? Now, we're going to go ahead and get to the next card. I love this. Hello. I love it. Oh my God. What does it say? Rapid rise, sudden recognition, unexpected breakthrough, all eyes on me. Now, when we get to the money part, this is what I'm going to be looking for. Because I don't know what you're doing. What are you doing? You got your own business? Are you, are you trying to be a singer, a dancer, or are you guys in certain type of arts? Okay. And you're just like, I've been wanting someone to like pick up my music for a long time. Okay. And remember, we're in the age of technology. So this makes so much sense, especially if you are, you have a product, if you have a business. And I always tell y'all, TikTok is like huge for that at the moment, right? So this is literally like overnight. This is a viral moment for a lot of you, depending on what you do. This is a viral moment. This is what it's saying. Okay. So when we get to the money and the working career part, we'll see how much money is going to come in here for you. But this in particular is saying that this is success that maybe you didn't even expect. You've been working hard at it. You've been grinding, but you didn't expect this kind of success to come your way. Okay. So I love that. Now this could be like maybe overreacting to something dealing with work and career. That can happen as well. Something that you like, you overreacting, like, oh my God, I'm not gonna ever get to where I want to be. You're panicking, you're crying, snot coming down your nose because you didn't get the opportunity and somebody else got it. That's just like somebody called you for a job and somebody else got the job. You're like, oh my God. And this is the universe saying again, you're overreacting to something. Like, I got you. This is why I'm sitting on the trust part. Because I'm going to get y'all on this one because it's something about this overreaction and it could be something small. I get it. If you don't get the job, that may means everything to you. This is something that you've been wanting. If you didn't get the gig, this is something that you've been wanting for a long time. You didn't get it. You may just falling out. Oh my God, I'm never get an opportunity like this again. This is a perfect card to come out. Like, okay, you need to calm down because there's something else here. Okay. Boundaries at the bottom of the deck literally says saying no. Okay. Protecting your peace and setting limits clearly. You don't have to make excuses. You don't have to do all these roundabouts, have to tell people why you're not picking up the phone, tell people where you going. You got to give people what is called a idolized day-to-day, hourly. No, it's like, I can't do it. I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm sorry. Now, I do know that sometimes that happens with family. You may be pulled on in a lot of different ways, but family may feel guilty. If you tell them no. I like the fact that it says firmly tell them. So when you ask and when you say no, you know that they can't go past that. But that also includes any kind of relationship. This is anybody, right? That could be referring to. Now we're about to get to the juicy parts in a minute. Let's go ahead. Let's get to your money first. Let's get to your money, your work and career, and then we're going to get to the part that y'all always here for. I want to know what's up with this overnight success. I want to know what's happening as far as your finances. So let's see. This is for Taurus. Let's see what's coming out. This is for Taurus. This is for Taurus. Thank you. First card coming out. Oh my God. First card coming out literally is the Three of Pentacles. And it's falling on a false alarm. Some of y'all, you know what? Some of y'all, you know how like you put in a lot of applications. And I just said this. You know how you put in a lot of applications for something and you don't get it. I'm telling you, that's what has happened for some of y'all. Like, I'm going to put in all these different applications. Oh my God. Because now you're starting to panic. I don't know if you've been told that that you need to get a job, or within that you have a certain amount of time to get a job. Like maybe you might have to leave out of your parents' house, right? And they give you like a time limit, and you're like, oh my God, they said they're gonna kick me out. They said they're gonna kick me out by January. I need to hurry up and get a job, right? And it's like crunch time, so some of you guys could be panicking about that. Or your money in your bank account. If you haven't worked in a while, your money in your bank account is starting to run out. You're like, okay, well, wait a minute now, like, I'm starting to panic. I need to work. Okay, here's your solution. Three of Pentacles. Some kind of work. I don't know. But that's what I see. But in the meantime, if there is something related to work and career that you can do before you even get to that, you might want to be careful about what you're spending. Okay? I wouldn't recommend that if you have, limited funds in your bank account. It may be a few thousand, but you are being told that you may have to cut back. Okay, maybe going out with friends, you're doing a lot of traveling, because when you look at the Three of Pentacles, it's work. But then if you're also looking at it in the way that I see it, This is like you're around a lot of different people. It takes money to go to different events. It may take money to travel and stuff like that. So if you know that you're limited, just be careful about what you're spending at this time, okay? But yes, there's going to be something here that you guys, ring, ring. There's going to be some kind of new opportunity that's going to come in here for you based off of what I'm seeing here. I also have to say that, some of you guys, this could have something to do with legal. It's not showing so much in this reading, but I can sense it, okay? So if you're dealing with something legal, I see that you guys are coming together with people. I feel like this is a legal team, okay? Especially with what I just saw at the bottom of the deck. This is like a legal team. Some of you guys may have a very cutthroat judge, which is one of the things that I just saw. You really want to make sure that you have a lawyer that's really good, and that's able to work with a type of judge like that. But I do see some of you guys this is litigation, and I do see you coming together with, someone as far as lawyers. I want to see if you're going to win that case just because I saw it. So some of you guys may be dealing with litigation. If that card comes out, I will let you know. Okay. All right. This is for Taurus. I told you it's going to be long, y'all. Oh, it's only 15 minutes. That's not that long. Okay, not yet. This is for Taurus. Felt like I've been talking forever. All right. Now, this card coming out here, the Lovers. We're talking about money here. I see a lawyer. Why am I saying legal? All right, not everybody's dealing with legal. So how can I change this to legal? How can I change this to what I'm looking at? Now, I know I just said this with Virgo, and it's true, but I don't read the cards based on what I see, right? Like I could tell, I could tell by the energy. And for you, I do see in some way, kind of the way that I read it for Virgo, as far as, someone coming in and helping you, that type of thing. I don't know why I feel like, but for you, this is legal. I feel like an attorney. It's something like that I see here. I also see that some of you guys are going to be getting like a call back, like casted. And this goes back to what I was saying, like that overnight success, because she's on a balcony. You see how I saw things differently for y'all? It's like you guys are in a play, or you guys are going to be front and center. It's like you guys are going to be like, your way of success is going to come from you being like the princess or the king, the queen or the king of the castle, and you come out and you're waving towards people. I swear to God, I didn't see the same thing that I saw here for Virgo. That's just not how I read. Same card, literally different meaning. Okay. But I do believe that it's like, if you lost the opportunity, but it goes back to what I said, that if you lost the opportunity, the first opportunity where you really wanted it and you were like panicking, like, oh my God, that was what I was, this card would only refer to, this is better than the other one. That's what this card will refer to. It will be better than the one that you thought that you lost. That's it. Because this is really saying that you guys are really like front and center. Like something really amazing is going to happen. And that's hitting the overnight success card, by the way. That looks good. A lot of y'all are some loners anyway. A lot of y'all are like, you like to be by yourselves, or you work by yourself. Now, this is the kicker. If you guys like to be behind the scenes and, you don't like to be front and center, you don't like to have your face on camera. Oh, no. Speaking of which, right? Okay, because I'm like that a little bit, but I'm about to get out of that. It's just easier for me when I show my hands because I can't think when I'm like looking at myself. But I would say when it comes to like you guys, when it comes to like it's not that you don't care about being seen. It's just you're so used to just being behind the scenes, right? You're about to get up out of that. And it's going to be different for everybody. Because I'm telling you that overnight success is right on point. She's on a balcony, and I'm telling you, this is like Romeo and Juliet. This is like everybody's coming in to see the play. They're coming in to see you. And what capacity is going to be different, but I'm telling you. But I also have to say that this could be a judge, okay? Now, this is making me feel, because going back, like I said before, I see a lawyer. I see coming together with heads. I do see a lawyer. I see a judge, okay? This is making me feel, now, I don't have the card where it says you're going to win, but this is making me feel that for some of you, even though you may feel like that judge is mean, that judge is actually going to do something that's going to keep you from faltering. Now, I don't know what that means, okay? It's like they, if you guys are, owing something, if someone is suing you, or if it's something like that, it just kind of feels like it's going to be okay. Like this is something that you'll be able to handle, kind of thing. That's if you're being sued. This is like if you're being sued or something. That's if you're like you're the person that's, not the defendant. I mean, I guess you're the defendant. I don't know, but that's what that means to me. Okay, so you will be, just based on that card alone, it kind of looks like it's going to be not necessarily in your favor, but kind of. Okay, I will have to get the card that shows in your favor totally to tell you, but I kind of like that card. Okay, but that looks good. Let's go ahead. Let's get the last one. We're going to get to love because we already know what that means. Okay, you guys got the 8 of Swords here. Woo. I love this because I like the fact that it told you the solution before you saw the problem. I mean, truly, money is tight. Money has been tight. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. Oh, some of you guys had multiple streams or something. Because either I don't know if this is a layoff, if you got laid off. There it is again, that panicky energy. Remember I told you it's a panicky. It's a panicky because I see some money being lost here. I'm telling you, it is Swords. Some money has been lost here. Money ain't coming in the way it was. And now I see why you guys are flipping. And I love the fact that it told you to calm down. And I can see why. Some of y'all really may have been in some type of like sticky situation. Okay. Or you may find yourself in a sticky situation. You're like, whoa, 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 whoa. Like, what the hell? Like, I'm about to freak out. Okay, I can see literally throughout this whole reading that you're going to be saved. Literally, there it is. I mean, truly. End up using the same definition anyway, but it was a different thing that I saw. You're going to end up being saved. Okay, that I can tell you. I want you guys not to drive fast. Very interesting that I'm hearing the sirens. You do have a card that specifically even talk about accidents. Okay, this is not to make you guys feel scared. I don't do that type of reading because, baby, ain't no way in the world I'm gonna ever go to the tarot and somebody gonna tell me, oh, you gonna get in an accident, baby. I ain't never listen to you ever again. You ain't ruining my day. This does not mean car accidents. This is anything. Don't be, if you know you got bad knees, don't be jumping off the swings, because I've seen people do that. If you know you got bad knees, don't be doing no shit where you know you shouldn't be doing. Okay, don't be sitting up here trying to have these weird sex positions where you have your leg behind your head and you catch a cramp and then all of a sudden you ain't able to get the spasm out or whatever. It's that type of stuff. Stop trying to do shit where you ain't supposed to do it. That card is the warning card. Okay, it's not saying that you're going to be dying. That's not what that means. I do want to go back, though, and say when it comes down to this money, I can totally see why some of you guys are flipping out, because I do see that there is some money that may have been lost here, or money that looks like it could have been severed. So you're not getting the money that you normally get. So you literally got saved here. Okay? Overnight success, that means you're climbing out of some kind of like bogus situation. Let's get to the love. I want to use the same cards. I just had to shuffle so I can get a little bit of information. Y'all know that, you know how like you have this certain, and this is y'all. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about y'all. You know how you had this mindset that this person was the person that you were supposed to be with? You couldn't see yourself outside of this person. You didn't think that you will ever not be with this person. Well, that's just not even true anymore. You don't even feel that. You don't even feel that. Like 2 years ago, I could have been like, girl, you ain't gonna be with this person. This person ain't gonna be meaning nothing. And this has happened to me so many times. Oh my God, I'm talking about years ago. And like the same clients I have now, I'm like, remember, girl, remember a long time ago, you were hung up on that person. Okay. Yeah. If you're not there, that's where you're going to be. Like, this is going to be a non-factor. That energy that you guys have had for this particular person, where there was probably most likely somebody else involved, it was always something, right? They were so uncooperative. They wanted to work it out one minute, the next minute they didn't want to work out. You're like, come on now, man. we're supposed to be me, you, and God. Three of Pentacles, right? It's supposed to be me, you, and God. This is what I wanted. This is what I've explained to you. Me, you, and God, right? And you're like, oh yeah, you know, they give y'all a little bit of something, but then they give you a lot of nothing. And so you become tired of that. This is something that you guys have become weary of. And that dream, the thing that you guys once used to love and you had so firmly pressed to your chest, you don't even care about, or you won't. You were unevenly yoked anyway. This is when y'all be trying to tell, as if I can't see what your part was in the whole relationship. I can see what they were doing, but I can also see what you weren't receiving. I can see what you were doing, and some of y'all are still waiting. Some of y'all are still waiting to be validated by someone who don't even deserve your time. And I love the fact that you're like, I'm out. And you didn't think that you would ever get to this place. You never thought that you would get here because you were so frustrated. Let's get to the second card. You never thought that you would get to that place where you can leave or that you would even feel that way, but you've been so frustrated. Now see, the second card shows exactly what they were doing. They were always slipping up. Because if that person falls from that balcony, there's a whole lot of pain and a whole lot of hurt that comes with it. But there's a panic that comes. There it is with that panic. Are they really going to let me fall? Are they going to really are you going to really do this to me? And then they come back and give you just enough, and then they'll catch you. But you're still swinging over the balcony. Y'all have been in fight and flight the whole time y'all been in a relationship with this mofo. I don't know who they are. I could have been a husband, could have been a wife, it could have been a boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever. It could have been, but this is what it's been. That's exactly what this relationship has been for y'all. You really haven't had any peace. You were this person's peace. Maybe you were the rescuer. Oh, let's talk about it. Maybe that's what they're saying. Maybe you were the rescuer. You were always the one that was trying to rescue them. Maybe this is really you. Maybe this is you. You've always wanted that to be them, but maybe this is you. Maybe they'll be okay. What do you need? You need anything? Okay. And even if you weren't like that, even if it didn't come out in that way, your energy, you were still waiting for something. And this is why I said that some of you guys were waiting for this person to change, waiting for them to validate your feelings, your emotions, your presence. And they were just not able to because they're not equipped for that. Sometimes it only takes me 2 cards for me to know that you are in a relationship that's going to be dead end. And I hate to say it because it's like, man, y'all done paid me all of this money. And I'm not saying I'm getting a whole lot of money. I'm just saying y'all done paid me this, and 2 cards have already told me your outcome. But see, most of the time when you get readings, you're not getting a reading for me to tell you right off the bat what the situation is going to be. I have to ask, this is a therapy session. Because I'll be like, man, I see exactly what you've been doing. Some of y'all had, helped them to open up bank accounts and, helped them with jobs and all of that. Them build a family with this person. Got a lot of years behind this person. And it just didn't work out. And now you're mentally trapped because this is the only thing that you see. This is the only person that you see. 8 of Swords. And remember, the 8 of Swords specifically talks about in your own mind. Ain't nobody else seeing what you seeing. Your friends are like, girl, you should have been left. Your family, you're like, why are you still there? Some of y'all family don't even want to get into it because they ain't trying to argue. They're like, Taurus, this is your life. You do what you want to do, because that's how I am. My family, all of us like that. We be like, listen, live your life, player, okay? We don't tell nobody nothing. Okay, this could be your family that turns a blind eye. This could be your friends that turn a blind eye. A lot of them are like, I ain't saying nothing. If they don't see it, they will. Okay, they'll eventually see what we see. Because ain't no way. And I'm not saying that the people that you guys have been dealing with has been so horrible, but we know for a fact that it was not reciprocated in the way that you desired. When I said before, unevenly yoked, I'm saying exactly the way I said it. I'm saying if this relationship was nowhere near on the level of you wanting it to be or needing it to be the way that you need it, it was not. Some of you guys were waiting for somebody, and this is another thing, which is crazy. Some of y'all were literally waiting for somebody to get out of the connection. You're like, I'm going to be waiting for them forever. I'm going to be waiting for this person because they said that they're not happy. I'm going to be waiting for them because it's their baby mama, or their baby daddy. They said that they're going to be waiting, and they're still there. They're still there. I already know. Remember, I already told you the outcome in the beginning part of this reading. That's why when I first started doing the love part, right? I already told you that you're out. But I see what you were doing. This is how it says that you've been making excuses for the person when you were in the connection with the person. Making excuses. Especially if you were dealing with someone who said that they were trapped and unhappy. That could be true, but that's not for you to be dealing with. That ain't got nothing to do with you. You're not here to coddle anybody. You're not here to make someone feel better because they don't love the relationship they're in. You want to know what you're doing? You're making them stay. But I already see that there's an ending here. You may not want it, but that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. A connection that's not going to work. But we're going to go right back to the beginning part of this read. I was wondering, remember I kept saying something about you're not trusting. Let's go back. I don't want to move it, but let's go back. What does it say here? External, outside of you, distracting you from your own inner voice. Somebody else telling you, oh, no, that's not the way it is. You don't have to listen to yourself. Why are you overreacting? Go back to the overreacting. Why are you overreacting? You're overthinking. Stop being so emotional. You're thinking more than what you should. You're overthinking. It's not the way that it is. You're like, what the hell you mean it ain't what it is? Okay? No, it's exactly what it is. This is what it's saying about you trusting yourself, trusting your intuition. We talked about that in the beginning part of the reading. I knew we were going to get to it at the end. Okay? You aren't listening to yourself. Or you haven't been. And you've been stuck. 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords. And remember, the stuck isn't physical. Ain't nobody got you in a box. Baby, this is so funny. I remember a long time ago. I was talking about like 3 years ago. This person was like, ain't nobody knocking down the door, baby. I'm like, damn, you didn't have to say it like that. And this is on this had something to do with someone attempting to try to like come back. Like they can send letters, they can do all that, right? And it was, and to me, it didn't matter, but it was so funny how she said it. Oh my God, I miss her. I miss her. But anyway, I don't even want to go there. But it was like how she said it. I learned so much from her, by the way. And that was how she said it. She was just like, ain't nobody knocking down your door, baby. I'm like, damn. Like, I ain't said it was knocking down my door, but I'm just saying. But emotionally, remember it says energetically. You already know what this is. And sometimes here with this whole stuck energy, it doesn't have to be the physical and like the physical relationship. This could be what's in your mind, what you're wanting wanted it to be. But again, like I said before in the beginning part of the reading, it says that you're leaving. That this is the person that you were holding on to. Let's go ahead. Let's get your last 2 cards. This is for Taurus. Woo! Strength card. Let's get your last one. Oh my God, you guys had the 2 of Cups. Let's put that to the side. Let's get your last one. This is for Taurus. There we go. You guys had 2 cards that came out. I'm going to have to take it. Damn, you guys always talk a lot. You got the 7 of Pentacles and you got the 4 of Cups, baby. No, ma'am. No, sir. This ain't it at all. You see how what came out was the emotion? Now, I already said the 8 of Swords was in your mind, but I already told you that you're going to leave, but it's telling me why. It is draining. This chick can barely get up and stand. She like, look, I can't do it. Energy, 7 of Pentacles. What are we even talking about? You guys put so much into something. You really did. And a lot of y'all are still struggling. Strength card. You're still struggling with the fact that this relationship either A, is about to be over or it has ended. A lot of y'all are still struggling. Here it is, though. Here it is. I'm so proud of y'all. I love y'all. Look at this. The Seeker card. Y'all like, that's okay. I'm raggedy. Emotionally. I'm toe up. But that's okay. I'm moving. Right? Seeker. That means you guys are now ready to venture out in a new direction. And this is going to be, and I have to say this is actually going to be in many different areas. This is not just going to be in one. This is not going to be just one dealing with love. Okay. It's just not. But we're talking about love right now. A new beginning. I like the fact that you guys, this is always a journey card. And when I say at the beginning part, when I said that you guys were on your way and it ended with the Seeker card, I think that actually makes you guys feel better, right? Because you don't have to feel like you have to struggle with those feelings and those emotions here with the Eight of Swords. You don't have to struggle with feeling like you're unwanted and undesired. It's like now you're like, I can break free from this. I can actually move forward because what was wrong, what was up with them has nothing to do with me. And this is what you guys are going to have to understand. It had nothing to do with you. This is why the universe is basically saying you have to trust them. Now I get it. You have to trust. Being frustrated, being impatient, thinking that you're never going to find trust, thinking that you're never going to find a person that's meant for you, could be interfering with the very progress of where the universe is trying to make you to go. The Seeker is on foot. But if you're frustrated or if you're impatient and you're just jumping into relationships and you're making these, you're causing these type of delays. You have to start mastering your feelings. Okay, that's what this is basically saying. I love it. There is something that you guys are so good in. Let me just say this before I get off of here, because it keeps going back. It keeps going, and I know I talked about the love part, but I got to go back. Y'all are so good at something. I don't know. It's something about your craft. I don't know what you're doing or what you're crafting or what you're producing. It's something that you guys are doing. When I tell you, you are on point with this, you need to stick to it. You need to stick at it. Don't be giving up. Don't think that, like, just because, certain opportunities slip through your fingers, that doesn't mean that you're not going to get what you're supposed to get. I guess I'm being told to tell y'all that, but it is something that you guys are really, really good at doing. And obviously someone here, okay, that needed to hear that, or it's a lot of y'all that need to hear that because there is something so amazing that's about to happen for you. Okay. And I get it. I know you want to talk about love and all of that, but that's you're going to have that. That's going to almost be like the least of your concerns. It's going to be your accomplishments, something that you don't necessarily believe that you can accomplish. That's going to be like the number one thing for you because it's almost like you're like wowed. Okay. Very much so. So this is what I have for you here, Taurus. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. And again, if you guys are new, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you guys are interested in a personal reading, all the information is down below in the description box. I love you guys. I see you back here again. Maybe on Saturday, I would be doing Cash App Lives tomorrow. I know some of you guys have been emailing me like, what the hell? Okay, yeah, I'm going. That's tomorrow. All right. I love you guys. I'll see you later. Bye.